Hey everyone, it's Andy here. I know it's been a minute. As many of you guys know, I've been away from the US for months now and have been spending more time back here across the world in Taiwan, my birthplace. The truth is that Taiwan has never quite felt like home for me. I moved to the US when I was 2 years old, and most of my earliest memories here are a blur. But since I've been spending a good part of the last couple of years here, I've been feeling less and less like a foreigner here again, and it's slowly starting to feel like home. I found that no matter how small Taiwan is compared to the rest of the surrounding world, there's still a seemingly never-ending list of places to see. I feel really fortunate to be able to check out some of the island's most amazing spots, so I thought I'd share some of this beauty with you guys, especially for those out there who haven't been as fortunate to travel. I don't blame you if you haven't been able to. I think we can all agree that we've been going through some really strange times. A lot has happened around the world that may have affected us directly, so I'm sure a lot of you guys might have been feeling a bit off. When I talk to friends, I feel like some of us have already adapted, while others are feeling stuck and looking back when things were easier, but they're still trying to remain hopeful. Breaking away from my usual routine in LA has also given me more time to think about things. So I wanted to take a few minutes to share these thoughts with everyone. The first thing is this concept of time, that realization of how valuable it actually is. Hopefully this won't sound too grim, but the other day I saw this tattoo on this woman's arm. It was of one of those old hourglasses with sand inside. So I asked her why she got this tattoo, and she simply replied, "Because time is running out." So imagine your life like that hourglass, with each grain of sand representing a day in your life. I guess that idea of time being limited really hits you harder when you wake up one day and realize that time is not going to wait for you, and it's not slowing down anytime soon. Probably too late now, but at the risk of sounding like an old man, I feel like you really start learning to value time more when you look back and see how much of it you've wasted and how much of it you've taken for granted when you were younger. I'm sure you guys have heard of the common saying about how the only real currency in life is time. I can't think of which famous person has said this, but I think what this statement reminds us of is that no matter how much money we earn, regardless of who you are, your political or religious beliefs, we're all equals when it comes to this. So if without time none of that matters, then that means that the only real way to measure how rich we are or how significant our lives are is on how we spend our time. This leads to the second thing that I've been thinking about, and that is about accepting change. For me, I've been seeing big changes happening all around me, with marriages and relationships of people very close to me, including in my own family. People's financial situations are changing drastically as well. Things are changing fast, and like most people, once I get used to how things are, I prefer it to stay that way. But at the same time, I've been trying to accept the fact that nothing is constant, and I think the sooner we embrace that, the easier it becomes to stop worrying about things not being the way it was. There's another well-known saying that states that wherever we are in life, we are exactly where we're supposed to be, even if we don't want them to be that way. So whether it's a job, a location, or a relationship, it's easier to live life by not resisting and instead by accepting that these things will always be unpredictable. We just have to roll with it and do what we can, make the best of it. The last thing that I want to share with everyone that I've been thinking about is the idea of success and failures and how those things are defined or measured. Mainly, one question that I've been asking myself recently is working so hard to try to achieve your goals the only thing that matters? Is achieving these goals you set for yourself the only way to measure success and failure and to measure the quality of your life? Going back to this concept of time being finite, maybe it's because of all the people that I've known recently that ran out of time. It's got me questioning, when you're setting goals for yourself, are you so set on achieving those goals that you also begin to sacrifice the quality of your life? Maybe failing isn't so bad sometimes. ask yourself if you're just waiting to get to the finish line. I think that if you find a way to appreciate the process of getting there rather than just waiting to get there or being disappointed about the setbacks, failures become much easier to accept. Personally, for me, I have to remind myself of this when I get caught up or upset about something. Sometimes things happen that seem like a failure to you at the time, but later on, you'll see how it actually might have been a blessing in disguise and wasn't how you expected. Like you guys, I'm still trying to figure it all out and trying to practice all this stuff I've been saying. But I hope this video has been more encouraging than discouraging for you guys. To remind everyone to not be scared of changes or failures, to value your time more, give less time and energy to things that don't really matter in the end, and instead to go for things that really do matter. Wherever you are in the world watching, I hope that you're doing well and that you've enjoyed these beautiful sights as much as I have. Take care, and I'll see you guys soon.